Come to your neighborhood, though. Go to your neighborhood. We want to see you walk around Queens. Go walk around Queens, man.
Young Buck just went live and called out 50 Cent, challenging him to walk through Queens with no security after 50 trolled him with a brutal AI meme on his own birthday. What did 50 post that pushed Buck over the edge? And did Buck just reignite an 18-year war he can't win? Let's get into it. The birthday ambush began around March 14th and 15th, 2026, Young Buck's 45th birthday weekend. David Donnell Brown, the Nashville OG who once rode with 50 Cent as a founding pillar of G-Unit when they were dominating the rap game, was simply living his life and minding his business. The man had no issues with anyone. Promoter Pommy was hosting what he called a rodeo-themed birthday bash at his Locker Room Nashville saloon. Horses, cowboy vibes, southern energy, the whole experience. Alongside the party, Buck shared a series of clips on Instagram. It was laid-back footage, him riding a horse through his neighborhood, talking with locals, greeting friends, and showing love to the people who have supported him his entire life. There were no subliminals, no sneak disses, no tension, none of that. Just a grown man celebrating another year, surrounded by the people who matter most.
Cups. What's up, OG? What's up? Yes, sir. You did, like, come where you from, You know what I'm saying?
You can see it.
You can see it clearly. The man is out in the streets on his day, embraced by his community with no problems or beef on his mind. It's all genuine love from the block, OGs showing respect, neighbors pulling up with handshakes and hugs. This is what it looks like when someone is truly rooted in where they come from. The connection is real, not forced, and it shows in every interaction. Buck was fully present in that moment, soaking it all in and appreciating the love, the respect, and the people who have been with him from the start.
You know, your gimmick is up, homie. We all looking at you. What's up, OG? How you doing, baby? I'm good, man.
At this point in the live, Buck was still in full celebration mode, greeting elders, showing love, and keeping it real with his people. There was no drama at all. No mention of 50 Cent, no talk about G-Unit, nothing. It was simply a man grateful to see 45, wanting the world to witness how his community felt about him. The energy was positive, the vibe was genuine, and everything felt peaceful. But all of that was about to change very quickly, because someone else was watching that live too, and they had something completely different in mind.
I'm out here with them real riders, man. It is, baby. Real riders, man. It is, baby. Really do this.
Real riders, real people, real community. That's what the birthday was all about. But while Buck was out there keeping it solid in Cashville, 50 Cent was already on his phone cooking up one of the most disrespectful posts in recent memory. That's the thing about Fif. He moves like a shark that smells blood in the water. It doesn't matter if you're minding your business or haven't said a word about him. If 50 sees an opening to create content off your name, he's taking it every single time. The weapon he pulled out was an AI-generated, photoshopped parody image styled after the old-school 1970s TV show The Dukes of Hazzard. And this wasn't some lazy, thrown-together meme either. It was a full production. A detailed recreation of the classic promotional poster, complete with the General Lee and the full cast. 50 edited himself in as Bo Duke, the show's main protagonist. Tony Yayo was placed right beside him. But the part that really set the internet on fire was Gorilla's sister, Victoria Scarface Woods, better known as Barilla, photoshopped onto the body of Daisy Duke, the iconic character known for those signature shorts. Then he added T.I. as Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, the bumbling cop, since 50 has also been going at tip. Why target one person when you can hit 3 in one post? That's the 50 Cent way. And Buck, the main target, was completely erased, swapped out like he never existed. The caption read, "They mad because you up. Young Buck kicked out. You in the group? At least I know you ain't looking at my LOL." Even Academics had to pause when he saw it.
At least I know you ain't looking at my ass. Oh shit. So he puts up a Barilla post and he says, "They mad because you're up."
Even Academics knew that was a different type of violation. On the surface, sure, the caption reads like one of 50's signature jokes, the kind that racks up 1 million likes before breakfast. But if you really know the history, If you've been tuned in to what's been going on between these two for the past 18 years, then you understand that every word in that caption was loaded and aimed with intention. When 50 said, "Young Buck kicked out," that wasn't a random line. That was him reaching all the way back to Buck's messy public removal from G-Unit in 2008, a situation fueled by royalty disputes, loyalty questions, and what 50 described as reckless spending. Then, with "At least I know you ain't looking at my asterisk," he pulled out the same card he's been using for over a decade, the long-running personal rumor from the 2010s involving Buck and a transgender woman. This wasn't an off-the-cuff Instagram joke. It was calculated, precise, and designed to hit Buck where it hurts most: his career legacy and his personal life. That's the 50 Cent playbook, and he's been running it to perfection for nearly 2 decades.
Leave that, man. This ain't no game. And I just be sitting back and watching, man.
Buck.
Because that's exactly what happened. Buck saw the post, and he responded hard. But before we get to that, you've got to understand just how fast the situation spread. Even by internet standards, it was wild. Within hours, major blog pages like Academics, Baller Alert, Industry Blitz, Traps and Trunks, and others had reposted the image to millions of followers. By sundown, YouTube reaction channels were already uploading videos with titles like 50 Cent Trolls, Young Buck on his birthday, and Young Buck crashes out on 50. Twitter exploded with memes, broke boy jokes, and non-stop debate. Comment sections turned into war zones, some writing for Buck, others laughing with 50. Even Barilla popped up, unbothered, enjoying the attention. The moment had momentum and nothing was slowing it down. With one perfectly timed Instagram post, 50 Cent flipped Buck's 45th birthday into the opening round of yet another chapter in one of hip-hop's most one-sided and relentless beefs. But Buck wasn't about to let that slide, especially not on his birthday. Here's what people often get wrong about Young Buck: he's not soft. He's not the type to scroll past disrespect and ignore it. Instead of tweeting something vague, he went live right from his Nashville block. No studio, no filters. Just him, the streets, and the people who've been with him since day one. Surrounded by OGs and neighbors, Buck spoke directly. He made it clear he'd been watching 50's trolling for years, every jab, every meme, every personal shot. But this time, he was done holding back. He accused 50 of manipulating narratives through jokes and viral content, turning serious into entertainment. According to Buck, it wasn't about music anymore, it was about control, perception, and clicks. Then came the challenge that set everything on fire: walk through Queens without security. It wasn't about logistics, it was about principle. Buck stood in his hood, embraced by his people, asking if 50 could do the same. He ended by making one thing clear: the debt was paid, the contract was over, and 50 no longer had leverage over him. But 50 didn't back down. He reposted Buck's video with another brutal caption, doubling down on the trolling. The broke boy narrative spread instantly, flipping Buck's message into something else entirely. What Buck framed as loyalty and connection, 50 reframed as limitation. And that's what makes this feud different. This isn't new. It's 18 years deep-rooted in money, contracts, loyalty, and betrayal. From Buck's rise in G-Unit to his 2008 fallout with 50 Cent, from leaked phone calls to public humiliation, the balance of power has rarely shifted. The leaked 2008 call where Buck was heard emotional and pleading changed everything. In a culture that once equated vulnerability with weakness, that moment stuck. Buck responded with music, but the damage was already done. 50 controlled the narrative. Over the years, the feud evolved: legal battles, financial disputes, trolling, campaigns, and personal attacks. In 2025, Buck settled his debt, paying over $200,000 and closing that chapter. But even that became another talking point in 50's arsenal. So here we are again. March 2026, a birthday, a meme, a live stream, and a rivalry that refuses to die. The real question is it still entertainment, or has it crossed into something else? Because behind the jokes and viral posts are two men who once called each other family. And depending on how you see it, this is either one of hip-hop's greatest ongoing sagas or one of its most tragic. What do you think?